I was gonna film another week in my life video, but I realized that would be way too boring because since I've started my internship in summer school, my days have been exactly the same. It's just work, school, eat, sleep, and do that all over again. So instead I thought I'd film a few days, but I have something a little bit more exciting planned. I just got back from work, and today's plan was for my brother and I to go on a run, go to Fernando's to grab some dinner because I heard great reviews about the place, and then come back and complete a quiz that I have that's due tonight. However, it started raining like 5 minutes ago, so I just don't understand Illinois weather. It's the middle of June, why is it raining? And on top of that, it's 12 degrees today, and next week there's supposed to be a heat wave. How does that work? Anyways, no run today, which is a little concerning because we signed up for a 5K on July 4th, which is exactly 1 week from today. So, 1 week of training should be enough, or at least that's what I tell myself. You'd better believe I'm not skipping dinner though. We're still gonna go through the rain, go grab some dinner, and get back and do some schoolwork. I just got off work and my bus got delayed by 10 minutes, so I thought I'd update you guys in the meanwhile. So if you watched my last vlog, you'll know about the whole housing scam situation. Good news is that we found another place to stay at, and this weekend we'll have to move out of the Airbnb and move into a new sublease for the summer. However, the checkout time for the current place we are at is at 9 a.m. on Sunday morning, and the check-in time for the new place is only at 4 p.m. on the same day. I asked both the owners to see if they could be a little flexible, but they both have guests moving in or out, so those times are pretty much fixed. So moving out in one trip on that day isn't really an option because we don't have a car and we have a lot of luggage. I didn't really think through this when I was packing up my dorm, but a lot of my stuff is not unorganized and I have a lot of junk. I have 6 suitcases worth of stuff sitting in my living room right now that needs to get moved out. I hope you can hear me with this wind. As I was saying, ideally on Saturday, since I don't work, we would have made a couple of trips from our current place to the U-Haul to move all our stuff and get it all done within one day. However, Saturday is July 4th, so none of the buses are running. So our next best option is to go these coming weekdays. So over the next couple of days, in the evenings once I get back from work, we'll take a bus and make one trip a day and go put stuff in the U-Haul day by day, slowly move out, so it's not too stressful the day before. I usually try to keep my voiceover scripts mostly positive and inspiring, but I have been having just a little bit of a quarter-life crisis recently, so this is going to be more of a rant. For the first time in my life, I've started wondering what everyday adult life is actually supposed to look like. Growing up, life came in phases, and each phase felt pretty manageable. School was honestly my favorite setup. I went to a CBSE school and thankfully I never had to go to tuition after school. Looking back, that gave me so much freedom. We also didn't have the constant cycle of homework assignments, discussion posts, quizzes, and deadlines that seem to exist everywhere in college. Should I have studied more consistently? Probably. But somehow I managed to get decent grades just by locking in the week before exams. Which meant that most days, school only took around 6 hours of my day. After that, I got to spend time with my family, play my piano, experiment in the kitchen, and work on random side projects. There weren't many responsibilities outside of that. My parents handled the cooking, the bills, basically everything that keeps a household functioning. I had chores obviously, but they were small enough that I never really thought about them. Life felt very spacious. Since we're moving out tomorrow, I was supposed to spend all afternoon cleaning, but my brother and we sat on the sofa for a minute, and that was, I don't want to say a mistake because it was honestly really nice, but we just talked for like so long. So we probably like sat down at like 2 p.m. and now it's 6:10 and we just stopped talking. That was really nice though, because he's my brother, my younger brother. We don't usually talk about anything serious, but we had like the most serious conversation about our futures and our past and our parents, and it was like really fun. Anyways, today is July 4th, so I'm wearing this white top and some navy jeans. I don't know if you could see that. I don't have anything red, so I'm thinking of doing like a bold red lip. I don't know if that's a lot. And maybe doing some fun makeup to match that as well. I am very new to makeup, and like all the makeup I've gotten has all been gifts throughout the past year, so don't judge me. I'll start with some end remains of the sunscreen. I can't even see the mirror, it's all the way back there. And this is like my mom's old Maybelline lipstick, but I think this is like the prettiest color for blush. I usually just like do that. Last week we had planned to run the 5K they held on July 4th, but as this week progressed we just realized that wasn't realistic. It's just been so busy with trying to pack and like move things into the U-Haul and try to do school on top of that. Like we've gone on like 2 runs this week and we barely could run a mile, so running like 5 kilometers was not going to happen. If I'm doing something like that, I want to like give it my best and feel good after. I don't want to like half-heartedly do it. So I think we'll look for another, I found another 5K that's happening in August, and I think we'll do that one instead, hopefully, if we lock in. It is drizzling outside right now, but the forecast says it should stop in 20 minutes. So hopefully it stops, because our plan is to cycle to the State Farm Center where there's supposed to be fireworks and food and stuff. So first American Independence Day, go check it out, feel the pride, feel the spirit. I think that's it. I don't know what this hair. Then came college. College felt harder, but in a weird way, it still felt balanced. I really tried to follow the whole 8-8-8 idea. 8 hours of work, 8 hours of sleep, and 8 hours for everything else. And honestly, most days it did work. American college classes are extremely flexible, so I'd have maybe 4 hours of classes a day. Another 4 or 5 hours studying, homework, or group projects. I did have to start doing my own laundry and cleaning my room and keeping track of my life, but those things were easy. Food was easy as well. If I was hungry, I just walked across the street to a dining hall. If I needed to get somewhere, campus was right there. There wasn't any commuting necessary. Everything was designed around being a student. Life was busy, but it still felt manageable. It's 8 a.m. and we're doing our final cleaning and packing and stuff before we have to leave. We'll probably go sit at the Line Union till it's time for us to check in. My legs are so sore from yesterday on the way back because of the road closures. The cycle ride that would have taken us around 15 minutes to complete took us almost an hour. I think it was worth it because it was just really such a nice, vibrant spirit, and everybody was just so happy. And the fireworks are really beautiful as well. We just moved into the new place and we're planning on going to Walmart in about 20 minutes to get some groceries. And honestly, this is my favorite part of the week, just planning out all the new recipes I get to try for the rest of the week. I am planning on making a food-centered video this week, but I'm not sure if I can really make that happen because of how busy the week is. But our plan for our meals this week are gonna be some keema curry, some mushroom rice, and some tuna rice bowl situation. So I'm going to finish writing a grocery list and head out now. But then this summer happened, and for the first time, I'm working full-time. And suddenly, it feels like somebody secretly removed several hours from every day. I leave for work at around 7:30 in the morning, and I get back at around 6:30 in the evening. By the time I make dinner, clean up, shower, call family back home, and do whatever random life admin needs to get done that day, it's somehow already time to go to sleep. Keep in mind, I also have a whole summer college class to work on, but I've been so behind. And I'm not even doing adulthood on hard mode. I don't have a mortgage, I don't have kids. Though my younger brother is staying with me, I don't really have people depending on me. I'm getting what is basically the tutorial version of adulthood. And I'm already tired. And that's the part that's making me spiral a little, because if this feels like a lot now, how do people do this while, I don't know, raising families and living adult lives? How do people work full-time, cook every meal, keep a house clean, maintain friendships, stay healthy, spend time with their spouse, take care of their children, and somehow still have hobbies and time for themselves? Where do those hours come from? And when time feels scarce like this, I'm already seeing it change my relationship with things I usually enjoy. Going to the train station, we have the goods in hand.
Yeah guys, subscribe and like.
I normally love cooking. I genuinely find it relaxing. But lately there have been evenings where I've looked at a sink full of dishes and thought, I wish I could just skip dinner. Not because I don't like cooking, but because I'm tired. And that realization scared me a little. Because I don't want to become someone who resents the things they love simply because they're exhausted. I don't want to resent cooking. I don't want to resent spending time with people. I don't want to resent future responsibilities. And then, of course, there's a bigger question, the career question, the one every college student eventually starts asking. Am I even choosing the right path? For the past few weeks, I've spent most of my days sitting in an office working on spreadsheets, reports, and automation projects. Some days are interesting, some days are not. And every once in a while, I look around the office and think, is this it? Is this what I'm going to be doing for the next 40 years of my life? Because that's a very strange thing to realize. You spend your whole childhood working towards becoming an adult, and then one day you become close enough to adulthood that you can actually see it, it's right there. And suddenly you're evaluating a career not based on just the job title anymore. It's not just a girl boss, I'm going to become an engineer someday kind of thing. You're evaluating an entire lifestyle. You're asking questions like, what time would I wake up? How much energy do I have after work? Do I like the people around me? Do I have time for the things that matter to me? What kind of life does this career actually create? And honestly, I don't have answers to any of those questions yet. But maybe that's the positive part. Because this summer isn't just showing me what the rest of my life will be. It's showing me possibilities. It's teaching me what I like, what I don't like, what I value, what I'm willing to sacrifice, and what I'm not. Maybe the point isn't to figure out the next 40 years right now. Maybe the point is just to pay attention, to notice what gives me energy, to notice what drains me, and to keep adjusting course. And to remember that most people don't have their lives figured out at 19, or 29, or honestly even 59, or at least that's what I've heard. So for now, I need to stop treating every uncertainty like a crisis, and instead maybe just see it as information. Because every phase of life has felt impossible until I got used to it. School felt normal, then college felt normal, and maybe one day adulthood will feel normal too. Finally got back home. Today's felt like such a long day because we got so much done. Went grocery shopping in the morning, came back and made some lunch. I do fear that the fish I baked was not fully cooked through, but we persevere, and now I have the next batch of fish in the oven for dinner, and hopefully that's fully cooked through. After that, we went to the Illinois Union because they were showing the World Cup finals, and that was honestly so much fun. Everybody in the auditorium was cheering for Spain, so it was just so much like energy and anticipation. It was just so much fun. Of course, after that, we had to go study because we've been having way too much fun this weekend, so we needed to lock in a little bit. So we went to Granger, stayed there, and studied till they kicked us out, basically. Also, I decided to pick up a book at Granger. I'm not a reader at all, but I thought, might as well use university resources when we get access to a huge library, and maybe actually start reading here and there. I don't know where my bag is, but I got the book Happiness Falls by Angie Kim, and I don't know, that was honestly just like the first book I saw when I was ordering it online, and I just thought might as well. But after that I did research and I did find some more books that I think are more up my alley, but I thought since I already ordered it, I might as well just try getting through it. I don't know, we'll see how this goes. Yeah, but today's plan is to just get dinner, maybe study a little bit more because I'm not fully done yet, and then head to bed before a new week starts tomorrow.